Today I will be talking to you about kefir and how I make kefir. Kefir is fermented milk. Originally it started somewhere between Georgia and Russia. It was a way to preserve the milk when they had too much of it. So in this preservation method, they could keep it for a week. Kefir is amazing probiotic. It's because it has so many different bacteria and yeasts. Some people say it's 20 bacteria and yeasts, and some it could be up to 60 different probiotics. Either way, it's really good for our gut. It's better than yogurt, which normally has up to only 5 probiotics. It helps with irritable bowel. It promotes a balanced gut, which is excellent for health. Kefir also have nutrients like calcium, vitamin C, as well as vitamin K2, phosphorus, and magnesium. And these are all good for immune health, but also for a bone health. And it also has Lactobacillus kefiri, which can inhibit a growth of harmful bacteria, something like Salmonella or H. pylori, and as well as E. coli. Kefir can be made out of any milk. My grandma used to make it out of the goat's milk. I prefer it out of the cow's milk. You can flavor it or can be drunk as is. Now, I will show you how to make kefir. So this is a kefir mixture. I've mixed it a bit and it's all solid with some grains, and these are these things inside it. Kefir doesn't like metal. You use a glass, jars, and a plastic sip to strain it through. These ones are actually very hard to find. You basically pour your kefir mixture into the sieve. And you strain it slowly. This is the kefir grains. They will multiply as you use them, and you can get rid of them by putting them into composting or giving it to some of your friends. So to make a new batch of kefir, you put a glass jar, you take your grains and put them into the container. You scoop some of this stuff off back into the bowl, and all you do is pour milk, mix it, and put a linen cloth over it. And twice a day you mix the grains. So you undo this and mix the grains. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready. Depending on how warm your house is, it might take 24 up to 48 hours to properly ferment. Originally, it was being kept in these goat skins bags on the inside of the pantry doors. That's because every time you opened and closed the doors, the bag was shaken and the milk mixed through the grains. To have similar type of process in the jar, you need to occasionally mix the milk and the grains. So the more you mix the milk and the grains, the quicker the process. The longer the process, the more sour the taste of it is. Kefir is also good for people who are lactose intolerant because it will have a very small amount of lactose in it. How do you know that kefir is ready? So if it looks like this and has maybe a little bit of fluid up at the top, it's ready. But check it, see? There is milk inside it and it's not ready. So you have to mix it a bit more and leave it for later. Now you can see this kefir is ready. There is no milk inside it, and it's ready to be strained again like the previous kefir. If you like it a bit more zingy or fizzy, just leave it for a bit longer, mix it a bit less. If you don't like it fizzy, then mix it more often. After kefir has been in a fridge for a couple of hours, I make a kefir smoothie. So if I have any older bananas, I put them in a freezer, and now I've defrosted one. Put the whole banana in that kefir. There we go. Put some mixed berries. There's no measuring in this, and some New Zealand black currants. I've put this into the blender. Comes up like this, and you can drink it as a smoothie. You can make it in for your muesli. You can add your favorite protein powder and enjoy the high protein drink. Crunchy, sweet, and great for my gut. Yum. This process in this video is made over 36 hours because we heat here in winter. In hotter summers, it might take less than 24 hours to make. You can make big batches and the grains will grow, or you can make smaller batches depending how much you use. I approximately make around 300 mils of kefir because that's as much as we're going to use over the next couple of days. When I don't use the kefir, I will put the kefir grains with a little bit of milk inside the fridge, and they can stay there for weeks. The longest I've had them was for 8 weeks or so. If you're going to do that, when you take the kefir out of the fridge, you need to rinse it under the water tap and just use the kefir grains and put them in a milk. If you have any questions about any of this process, or you want me to add some videos to help you later on, put it in the comments below and I will do that.